Hello, my friends. It's Andrea here. I greet you from Berlin, and I would like to recap a bit what happened. We saw in the markets the turbulence during the week due to Mars and Venus together, and then Venus square Jupiter still ahead of us. I filmed this on February 21st. So we see the drops, especially on the crypto side and Bitcoin in particular. So what will happen? Will this drop continue? When can we see the way up? And this is what we want to explore now in this general status update for the markets. But yes, I will tell you also a bit of secrets on BTC as well, if you are curious, between February 25th and March 3rd, I think. Yes. We do have February 26th, March 3rd here in action, and if I would like to pick up a image to summarize the whole week, would be an orchid out of water. Yes, we have the turbulent waters of fluctuations still. I want to remind you that we are after the influence of Uranus, sextile Uranus, still under it, but it was exact on February 19th. It was a big peak, almost touching 53K for BTC, but then we got, the turbulent waters that you can see, but nevertheless, the orchid would go up, so don't worry about it. We get into details soon. Now, if you want to look at the week, it's more turbulent in the first part, and in the second part, I would say it's silent and then turbulent again. It depends how it manifests during the weekend. I would like to briefly tell you the aspects. I don't write them anymore, at least not this time, but I think it's important to have a look at them. So I would like to start with the 27th, where we do have a Mars square Jupiter. This is to bring negative turbulence in the price action, and it will be fluctuation. So it's not like a trend down, but it would be up, down, and the movements down would be more significant than the upward movements. And this is a sort of continuation of the pattern of Venus square Jupiter. We saw that it was more in the cryptocurrency area. I think now it will be focused more on equities or other parts of the market because it's more related to Mars, but nevertheless, it will affect cryptocurrency and currency in general as well. Now, one of the most turbulent, maybe not the most really, for the week is the day of 28th of February. And why? Because there are several conjunctions happening, important conjunctions, and there are 3 of them. 2 of them are negative, therefore you can see the storm. So we have Sun, Saturn, we have Mercury, Saturn conjunction, both of them negative in a way. It hints to some regulatory aspects that would really slow down the market and bring some pessimism. But we do have also a conjunction between Mercury and the Sun. Sun infuses Mercury, which is markets and trading, with new energy. So it's a new beginning, a new cycle in the markets in a way. And yes, we approach the eclipses, so it's normal that we look forward to new beginnings with the eclipses and the equinox, actually. Now, the 29th of February, as you know, appears in our calendars each 4 years, so it's a leap year. So it's always interesting to see what will happen on such a day. And we have good news here. It's a Mercury sextile Jupiter, which will bring really a lot of optimism in the markets due to good news in general, and it will be development, more communication, more trading, so activity will be enhanced. We can also expect an increase in the transaction volume possibly. And on Friday, it's also a a bright sun. So we do have good news here, because now it's a sun sextile Jupiter, which is a very positive aspect, bringing really a trend up in the longer term, so to speak, with Jupiter, and this is good news overall. Although during the day we will have volatility, so it can be that the optimism is too high, it increases too much and too fast, and then it could decrease. The price action could really turn around, as we see especially in crypto. And now another day where we have aspects is the 3rd, where again it's a storm, but it could be even stronger. I want to warn you for the cryptocurrency, because it's a Venus square Uranus, which always would bring sudden movement downward. So be cautious with the stop losses here. It could be a big move down, and it can happen suddenly. And we do have also a Mercury Lilith opposition, which will instill some fear in the market. So in general, the market sentiment is not so optimistic. And important is to consider again, this is on a Sunday, and it could manifest only on Monday when markets are open and we do have a higher transaction volume. Also lately, especially on the BTC side, we saw some movements of around 500 USD for a lag, so to speak, for a increase in 1 hour or decrease. So it's not really negligible, And now I would like to tell you that yes, there is hope. We do have also positive aspects mid-March, I would say, for crypto. We will dive into more details in the next weeks. Now, again, this is the weather forecast, and the weather forecast, as you see, has a big influence. So I outlined the Venus-related hard aspects with Mars and with Jupiter for the week. Yes, for the current week, you see what happens. And yes, it's only still half of the picture, because we do have the fashion style of BTC. If you remember my previous video. So yes, the weather is how it is, but we can also guard ourselves and have a better fashion style. So how will BTC really cope with the storms that were mentioned on the 3rd of March and on the 28th of February, for example? This is the question. So what colors will these days have in the BTC calendar? This is available to you on Patreon. We prepare now the next month, which is the month of March, and as usual in the silver tier, you get the S&P 500, Nasdaq, and XAU, which is the gold and silver index, our latest edition here, and of course, on the crypto side, the blue chips, Bitcoin, you recognize Ethereum, Ripple, Matic, Polygon, and Doge as well. Now, for the gold tier, we already have the votes in March for the coins that were really put, on the table for March. So we have Avalanche, PalAI, Injective, Renda. We have Litecoin, Sui, and Ordi selected by the members for this month. So if you are interested in them, I think it's interesting conjunction Uranus-Jupiter to come in April. As you know, I have the product as well on Gumroad, and some of them will have a longer term evolution upwards. So altcoin season is coming. The question is which will move more, because I think a lot of them will really move. So a question is how much. Now, of course, the Patreon would really be worthwhile for you if you are interested also in other products as well, not necessarily, but mentioning that if you book, you do have 20% rebate as a gold member and 10% rebate as a silver tier member for any product on Patreon, including personal consultations for you. Now, I would like to tell that we might experience price action that is really more volatile and more significant. Why? Because we approach two important energy points. One of them is the spring equinox, and this occurs on March 20th, and the other one is the lunar eclipse, which happens on March 25th, and usually it's felt even 1 month before. So stay tuned for other videos to go into it. Thank you for your attention, for liking and subscribing. It helps the channel, and until next time, be joyful. See you.